August 4th at 8:05 p.m. The Dow Jones finished up 1.71% today. The S&P 500 finished up 1.79%. The Nasdaq 2.59, and the Nasdaq 100 3.32 whopping percent. The Russell 2000 finished up 1.85%. Let's get into it. Pretty clear what's going on here. I want to message to you guys if you're watching this video here. This was called on a YouTube video yesterday. You can go ahead and check the receipts. But a lot of you guys missed this opportunity of a lifetime today. Again, like almost every single day, no different from the downtrend, because you guys aren't willing to spend 25 minutes watching a video. I'm going over the macro, the fundamental, the technical. So a lot of people are struggling because they're searching around and around, trying to figure out a strategy, but also giving it less than 24 hours. And I think that's truthfully why a lot of people have less than $24 to their brokerage accounts. You need to be different. You need to take accountability. You need to spend time. You need to treat this like a job. People want to say they want to quit their job, right? But they're not willing to spend 5 minutes on a video. It's crazy. So right here on SPY, just bullish engulfing candles here. This was the level marked out here. We did elapse that this morning here. I'd be a liar if I told you that we were going to hit it today, right? I'll be honest about that. But we did have those signs here, right? We had a positive shift, bullish divergence here on the RSI. We did have a rate of change shift. We did close above the 55 daily EMA. We did flip this doji here, and now we have stacked bars on top of bars, borderline the 3 white soldiers. If I change the time frames here to a lower time frame, it's definitely 3 white soldiers. So right here is very bullish here. The next move here we have to the upside is 773.60, which it looks like we're about to hit. And our levels to the downside here for some retracements are still 759.69 here. Let's go ahead and mark that red. Going over here to the QQQs, we finally did have that 55-day EMA close, which is very bullish. What does that tell us? This is what net buying looks like. Let's write it down here. Net buyers look like this. We do see that rate of change here also flipping positive here on the daily time frame. And again, we do have that bullish positive divergence here to the upside. Looking really good here and very happy. Our next levels here to QQQ would be right here around 729. Upper extension would be right here at these all-time highs, no different from SPY. And again, like I keep telling you on every single video, right? You can't miss it, guys. It's literally right in front of your face. It's the same damn pattern. Right now on SPY and the Qs, you do have a Morningstar reversal. Please write that down. What's a Morningstar reversal? It is a candle that looks like this. One bearish engulfing, doesn't always have to be completely engulfing. A doji here, right? Then you have a bullish engulfing candle taking out everything in its goddamn path. Bang! What's next here? Go right to QQQ. So we do see this rate of change here, again flipping here positive. We do see this RSI curling up here. One thing I want to see here is, are we going to have resistance up here when we get past the 70? Usually when I tell people we crack 70, which you can see in the past, we usually do what? Kilter on down. Again, we do have these EMAs pointing to the upside here. Really, really good. Going over here to APP, we do have some earnings coming up here. I am leaning bearish for these earnings. I'll go ahead and post my report. If you want to have access to my reports and market data, make sure to like, share, subscribe, join the Discord, join the live stream, see what it's all about. I really enjoy talking every day with my community. I typically stream for 8 hours. Hey bud, how you doing? We do have that point of control here that we did break here, and again, this is all the levels that were marked out.
To red and green. It's split up.
Red, green, red, green. That's right. Even my son sees the colors, right? Come on, guys. Gotta do better.
If you push that on.
So we're gonna watch this level here. We do have some possible retracements. Where's the first one that you can retrace back to here at the downside? 768 here. Again, we have those upper extensions here, levels marked here. Again, 795 is definitely possible here. A lot of people are gonna say, nope, you're full of crap. At least I'll stick my neck out on the line every day like I do. And again, you see this exact same pattern, almost identical to the T all the way over here. And again, we had a beautiful bounce off that EMA here on SPY. Just highlighting that here again for you guys. Again, what did I say? Watch the zone here. We had it marked out. Again, go to this chart, fact check it, watch the video. And again, when you have your levels marked out here, typically you're prepared for the market versus not being prepared. Going over here to the SOX, we still have this call wall right here that we did get above here, so that's really good. So let's go ahead and mark that as support, as red, support as resistance. This is your new point of control here. And again, we're going to put this call wall up here. We're going to move this up. We're going to move this call wall right up here. We do, and on the daily time frame here, I believe we do have a close above the 55 daily EMA. Again, what do net buyers look like? Right here, we have net selling right here below the 55 EMA. That's why it's institutional. And again, my goal here from talking to you guys every day on stream and recording these YouTube videos is to give you an insight on how Wall Street thinks here. If we go here to a smaller time frame, which I'll show you here in a second, let's go ahead and go to a 12-hour time frame. One pro trading tip here is make sure that you have your 24-hour chart here marked. That way we can kind of see the gaps. People are going to say fair value gaps, but that's really not true, okay? Because you don't have gaps at all.
NQ. Take woke up now trending.
Okay.
Along setup. Entry 29,847.
Okay,
Stop
Prometheus.
29,828.
Sorry
Target
about that.
29,880.
Okay, Prometheus, stop. So right here we do have an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle kind of looks like this.
Can you give me some? It kind of looks like
It kind of looks like a what?
a oval.
So it kind of looks, this is what an ascending triangle looks like. I'm not an artist, never claimed to be. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Kind of looks like a gun, actually. Maybe that's like intentional, like hollow point trading, you know? You are pushing up here. And we do have a rate of change shift here. Sorry, trying to focus well with my son here. And again, what I say, we can just roll over here. We can still roll over. I don't see this really curling up here. Kind of want to see a spike up here, kind of like this. What does that look like? Kind of like shifting up here. It kind of seems like flat still. Again, you can still roll over here. This is still a possibility. We did have AMD earnings here, which I'll go over here in a second. But again, we do have doomsday flush levels here. So again, people no different from how they couldn't believe we went all the way down here are the same people that can't believe we went all the way up are going to be the same people that are going to do what? Can't believe you can come all the way back down. You can still come down here, right, and take out these lower levels here and do what? Create an inverse head and shoulders. What does that look like? Here's your left, okay? Here's your head, okay? And maybe here's your right, maybe down here. So what are some retracement levels we can look at? One thing I like to do to figure out my retracement levels are go ahead and figure out this price range right here. You can use fibs. You can use a whole lot of different tools. What I do is not what you have to do as well. So we've had about a 20% move up here. What's half of 20%? Hopefully I'm good at math. Let's do 10. We'll do 10% here. So again, your 10% line, which would be your 50% lines, we're kind of right around here. Go ahead and mark that, okay? And then right above that, let's see here, we're going to mark. And again, you don't even need fibs. I tell people you can just look at the chart. Like, where are your zones that you can get active in, right? So I tell people, you know, when you just mark a line on the chart here, your 50% zone here, you can see that you have a lot of liquidity built up here, right? You either go up or down, and people are going to say, well, calls or puts, right? I mean, that's the question every single day. But again, how are you able to figure out good zones here, right? So sometimes I tell people how I like to look at the charts is, right, I have a lot of different kind of references here to go off of, right? I have levels over here, right? I have levels over here, have levels over here, okay? When I'm coming down to these ranges where we haven't really had price action in the past, it's really hard to go off of, right? We just usually have lower levels down here. I know the simple concept you can use here, right? If you just clean off the chart one more time here is, right? I always call it an undercut and retest. What's an undercut and retest? Find a level here that kind of looks right, where you have liquidity that you're building up or kind of rocketing off of. You could say right here. Okay, so notice how I found a level right here in real time. I'm not even using fibs. You have a level right here. Okay, you have a level right here, level right here, and you have a level right here. Okay, look at this zone here, mark it. Okay, you don't have to big brain all this stuff here. You don't have to stay up all night like I do, right? I'm trying to give you a chance to mark your levels out. So just take a screenshot of the chart or hop on the Discord. These levels are provided for free every day via me and my bot Prometheus here, but that was talking a bit earlier. And again, looking at this chart here, right? The mistake that people make is, right, do you want to get involved in a trade right here? You can say yes, you can say no, right? Just draw a line across the chart, right? Do you actually have zones here, right, where you go up or down? What's a free trading tool here in TradingView? Just mark the line up here. From this level to here, approximately how many times do you go up? And again, no different from up. What's your approximate level down to the downside? Mark your level right here. Okay, so we have a positive 8% or 9% move up here. And it looks like a 7.5 nearly percent to the downside here, right? That's how you should mark your levels, right? You can mark it with fibs. You can just visually look at the chart, right? And again, less is more sometimes. You don't have to slap on a whole bunch of indicators. I can throw all these things on here. I don't need them, okay? Sometimes they're tools, but if you don't know how to read the chart right here and figure out, hey, it looks like you go up right here, right? Looks like you go up right here, right? Then you're always gonna be struggling with trading. And that's what I'm trying to help you guys understand. Spending 5 minutes on this video is really gonna help make a difference, you know, with your trading, because a lot of people are getting involved like right here when the move has already happened. So the mistake that people make, right, is mark this chart right here, okay? And again, if you come up or down right here, right? If you come up or down right here, if you come up or down right here, people are gonna try to like chase these puts right here, right? So there's people currently still holding puts down here while it's grinding up. Why? Because they can't believe it went up, no different from how it went down, okay? Going over here to LRCX here, we did catch a bid here. We do have a Dragonfly Doji here on the daily time frame here. That's a Dragonfly Doji, right? People might say the colors matter. I don't really give a shit. We have a Dragonfly Doji here, right? Very, really bullish candle here. But unfortunately, after hours, again, which we'll get to in a bit, we had an AMD tank, okay? And again, looking here, These charts are all the same, right? I tell people, pick your poison, right? Do you understand what AMAT is? Do you understand what KLAC is? Do you
NQ. Take died stand aside. A
Prometheus.
plus long setup.
Hey.
Entry 29,832. Stop 29,814.
Okay.
Target 29,880.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Prometheus. Anyways, right, we have the research. You have to pick your poison, right? You're gonna have winners and losers in this market. They just had a shitty earnings, right? Is this just a right shoulder that's building up here, right? Maybe this is your right. Maybe this is your head. Wow, I can't even count. Left, head. Maybe this is your right over here. How far can you go up? No different from how you went down. Again, guys, I'm very repetitive, right? Because I'm trying to ingrain in your brains, right? No different from how you went down. You can go up here, right? There's macro, there's fundamental, and there's technical, okay? You have to wait to see and combine all those three. But if you don't look at the chart, if you don't know what a Dragonfly Doji is, right, you're going to be having a tough time almost every day like every other trader. Going over here to SpaceX here, I haven't taken a look at their earnings here. It looks like they didn't do great, which doesn't surprise me. They're a brand new company here, and a lot of people keep getting smoked by these IPOs. I've already shown you my charts for the IPOs. Look at SpaceX, right? Look at SK Hynix. I'll go to Coinbase because it's taking too long to find that. Coinbase, right? These charts are all the same, right? IPOs, they get you every time. What do they want? Your money. Why? Because they have none. They keep trying to do their stupid ideas that don't ever work out, like Zuckerberg, right? Speaking of Zuckerberg, how's Metastock doing? Somehow up here today, even though they're losing money here. How's Google doing today here? And again, if you notice when I go through all these charts, they all look the same. Same chart, just a different day. Going over here to the 30-year, really nothing much to talk about. I believe we were down today. And again, they keep trying to gaslight you to explain why this is completely different. We have AI, we have this, we have that. It's not different. It's the same thing every time. And actually, I hear some people saying that this is different this time. We're gonna wait for those guys. It's not right. We're gonna have a recession. It's not. We're gonna have this. It's not. We're gonna have that. It's right. You want to play what the market gives, right? So if you know what the market's gonna do, right, which goes back to what the basis of all this, right? If you just look at the chart, what is the market gonna do, right? We don't know if the market's gonna go up or down, right? But we have clues. We have clues in the form of candles. We have clues in the form of Trump tweeting. We have clues in the form of fundamentals, like we need AI, we need data centers, allegedly, right, that they keep funding, right? The earnings, right, they're not getting worse for most companies, right? They're kind of getting better. And that's what a lot of people aren't getting. They're telling you they're going to keep building out. That's a macro and fundamental use case. We need AI data centers to do what? Build what? In the word, data centers. From a macro perspective, what? What else do we have, right? We're in a race with China and the rest of the world to do what? So when you can answer those questions for yourself, when you understand candlestick chart patterns, which is technical over here, when you can understand the fundamental use case and the macro use case, you're going to have better results, guys. Going over here to oil, let's go ahead and type in oil news today. Nothing really going on here. Going to go here, look at the chart. I had USO here pulled up here. You do have an evening start here on the daily, most likely. Let me see here. Yep. And going over to crude, is anything going on here with crude? Nope. And we do have a negative rate of change flip here. And we do have a lower RSI. People say RSI doesn't work, but again, those are the same people that give an indicator in this video, no more than 5 minutes. So left, head, right. People say RSI doesn't work, but they don't know how to use RSI. If you want to know how to use RSI, come to the Discord. I'll show you. Not financial advice. Looking at it from a Fib perspective here, where can we retrace up to? Top of your candle is up here at 82. Bottom of this red candle is here at 75. 82, 75. That's 2. That's 7. A 7, half a 7, 3.5. So like call it like right here. Just mark that line here, and again, voila, you have levels here, right? It's a pivot. You go up or you go down, right? The market's already tilted against you, 99 to 1, right? You have to have your advantages and strategies, right? Why would you get involved when the move already happened? If you should have gone short, right, you should have been right here. Maybe you're right here, okay? Going over to VIX, really nothing going on here. Still elevated even though we're going up here. So you have some of a divergence in VIX here. Not going to pull up any EMAs for the same reasons to tell you don't like to look at VIX. It's not really helpful to me, right? The VIX is supposed to tell you, hey, we have fear and greed. Well, shit, I mean, according to the VIX, we've never really had fear and greed. I mean, this right is fear and greed. This right here is fear and greed, right? Maybe this here. But again, we haven't seen these levels here since what? 2020. When was the last time? 2018. When was the last time? 2015, right? So you get your spikes here. I don't really have any confluences for VIX. It's just something I should be mindful of, I guess, sometimes. But again, I don't really see anything that's screaming, wow, be scared. Going over here to the USD JPY, we've already talked about this in the last video, but basically we helped Japan with their yen. That's all you need to know. You don't have to talk about it. We do see a bid here in software, which is a little bit interesting, right? Because I thought software was what? Dead. So again, what I'm saying here, right, is they keep telling you, they keep trying to gaslight you every single day. We have a war, no war. We have a war, no war. We have a war, we have no war, right? Like, what is it? Do we have a war or not? Do we have a peace deal or not, right? So they keep trying to gaslight you, right? I thought software was dead. I thought cloud was taking over software. Apparently not. Apparently Microsoft's bullish. Apparently Oracle's bullish, right? Apparently all these things are bullish, right? So again, right, from a macro perspective, I mean, software is bearish, right? But you have to play what the market gives you. So you have to understand what the market's telling you. They're telling you you're not selling. They're trying to bid us up for what? And that's why it's also important to do what? Pay attention to the earnings, right? Going over here to Western Digital here, we caught a bid here as well. Again, same chart as everything else. Again, look at Western Digital, same stuff here. You have your inverse and shorters. Here's your left that we talked about on the last video, right, ahead, and then you have your right. Now you have a possible Morningstar doji here. In fact, you actually have a borderline bullish abandoned baby here. If you don't know what a bullish abandoned baby is during this video, or maybe after the video, go ahead and Google that. So right here on the daily perspective, we do have a bullish abandoned baby here on Western Digital. Again, same chart. You don't have to overthink it. Don't big brain it as a what? NVIDIA over here. Okay. Coming over here to SNDK and these SMCI, gold, futures, everything I was talking about before. Some of these stocks here, you guys are getting trapped in here every day. If you take a look at your list over here, if you want access to my watch list here that I post every morning, it's here in the Discord. But again, right, a lot of people, right, they keep getting involved in stocks, right, they have no bid. People are trying to trade gold, right? What does no bid look like? It looks like this. What does no bid look like? It looks like this. What does no bid look like? It looks like this. What does no bid look like, right? Well, now this has a bid, so never mind, right? What does no bid look like? It looks like this. By the way, Netflix has a falling 3 here on the weekly time frame, so be cognizant of that. What is a falling 3 here? It's a bearish pattern. Bearish engulfing bar here, right? 1, 2, 3 up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Be creative with how you see patterns. All the way down, bearish engulfing here. Does it have to happen? No, right? Because what can you do? You can break out of it. Does look like SMCI is catching a bid here, but how long have you been catching a bid here, right? For it looks like 1,380 days, right? So again, people keep thinking, I'm going to miss out, I'm going to miss out, I'm going to miss out. How so? No different from how QQQ was. Oh my gosh, the bear market's here, we're going to miss out. Then they grab puts and they get smoked, okay? Coming over here to Palantir, right? That was they had really good earnings. They raised. We talked about that here in the last video. And you had a 27% move here, 30% move here. So again, software's catching a bid here. What does that tell you? They're putting and parking money in software. If you're interested in what the software sector looks like and what stocks there are, there's a lot more left. You have W Day here, still significantly down from the all-time highs, right? You have Adobe here, significantly down from the all-time highs. But again, I would heed and warn you to be careful because, right? Oh, it's different this time. Well, was it different this time? Okay. Was it different this time? Was it different this time? Right? Go over here to CRM. Okay. Same chart. Right? Was it different this time? Was it different this time? Was it different this time? Again, think outside the box, guys. I'm trying to help you understand what you're looking at here. Going over here to the QQQs, don't need to talk about it. We're talking about that. Salesforce, Microsoft here again, right? They got you again. Maybe they're gonna get you for a third time. I don't know here, but again, they got you. They got you here. Okay. Got you here. Okay. They got you here. Okay. They got you here. Is it different this time? We're gonna have to watch the charts and see. What they're telling you here so far is it is different, right? For Microsoft, they had Azure. That beat, I believe, was 43%. Somebody quote me and fact check me on that. I don't have the stats in front of me. Hopefully that is correct. They had a 43% year-over-year raise. Again, I could be wrong about it. I'm not sure. I don't have the stats in front of me. Going here with Amazon again. Here's our point of control here, right? Again, same chart, same ticker as everything else. And AMD here. We'll go over the earnings here in a second. But again, guys, I'm not trying to rush through this video. There's just not much to talk about here. I mean, the move happened yesterday, so sometimes it's like there's really not much to talk about. We're most likely going to have kind of a choppy day tomorrow. Typically, after you have 3.5% moves, you either have a small retracement or, right, you have a doji here. So remember our other video here, right? After a big move here, I'll show you right here in a second. We're going to remove our drawings. We're going to come here, zoom in on the chart. So after you have a typical big gap up here, right? What do you have? You typically have a doji here. What does a doji look like? That's what we highlighted on Monday. And we said literally it's a 50-50. That's where we got involved, right? You have a doji, it's indecision here. You either form an evening star. What's an evening star? It looks like this, right? On a doji here, you're going to either form an evening star, right? And obviously some other patterns here, or a morning star reversal here, right? So right, what's an evening star? Candle here, doji here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Dojis can come all the way down here, right? Dojis can come all the way up here.
NQ. Take woke up now trending. A plus long setup. Entry 29,658. Stop 29,594.
Okay.
Target 29,874.
I'm talking. Be quiet. Okay, thank you. Right. So again, right, understanding candlestick chart patterns. People say it doesn't work, but they don't give it a try. So again, my only thoughts here on this video are I would encourage you guys to really try to put in a bit more work. Join the room here. One thing that I truly enjoy about my Discord, if I come over here, is people are really trying to change their kind of mindset in life. Not every day is a great day for everybody, but I do have some new requirements in the Discord. I don't care if you took a trade or not. I need you to say good morning. I think it's very important. I think a lot of traders keep forgetting that, like, we need to be human, right? A lot of people are forgetting, right, that, like, you have other people in here that are struggling. Share your losses and share your wins. So here I had a student here that took the time to write out what he's learning here. When was the last time you guys learned this, right? Call wall, point of control, put wall, doomsday, scalping, swinging, fib levels, right? Bullish resistance, okay? The guy was asking me about divergence. All these people are trying to learn, and I really, truly respect that. These members, when I'm having kind of just, I stay up all night. Sometimes I just come on stream just pissed because I'm like, I just feel like nobody's learning here. But this kind of gives me a refresh kind of view on, I think, what I'm doing, and it kind of reaffirms that, I feel like I am doing the right things. Because sometimes I feel like I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I'm just babying, spoon feeding people, and that's not what I want to do. I truly want to help people kind of fish for themselves. If you're not able to do and kind of live life by yourself without me, then, like, what kind of life are we living? So I really, truly do appreciate the people here that, put the time in here. And going over here to our gain section over here, a lot of people did have a good day here, even on a rough day here with scalping here, right? Going up here to the pay feed, a lot of people had a great day. I'm not going to scroll all the way up here. It goes all the way up here. It's like a pay feed every day. But again, looks like people were disciplined here on a very green day here. And again, sharing your losses, right, is more important than sharing your wins to me. What did you learn, right? So this guy personally messaged me here, which I appreciate. He filled out a sheet and owned what he did here. You can't have all the green days that look like this guy, 3.51K. That's cool, good for you, dude. But we have members here that care about other people. I've been there recently too. You got a funded account, you can get one again. And when you do, you're gonna print, right? I want members to talk to other people like this. We're human. We need that encouragement, right? Again, I don't want to be with somebody who's just here with me for the good times. I want a motherfucker who's gonna ride with me with the down times, right? Because that's a real nigga, straight up. Excuse my language, I don't give a fuck, right? Like that's certified for me, right? So I think it's very important for other people to do what? Help other people. Pay it forward. Be authentic. Be genuine. Care about people, right? These people are boasting all these gains here, right? But this guy right here posting 6.61 here, right? Nobody would know here, right? But if you go here to the testimonials here, they'll tell you, I almost fired him as a student, right? I literally almost fired this guy as a student, right? Because he wasn't changing his ways. So I truly appreciate the people who go out of their way to help other people. That's all I can ask for. So lately I've felt a little bit more restored. I don't know if it's my faith in humanity or what, but I definitely have faith in the people that are kind of surrounding me here in the Discord, and I truly do appreciate you all. Maybe this video was helpful, maybe it wasn't. I know it's kind of rushing through some levels here, but I mean, the principle's the same. Don't big brain this stuff. You don't need to stay up all night. Come to the stream, be on time, 8:30 a.m. every morning, and I'm going to teach you a skill set for life. Not financial advice. Hollow point out. Stay blessed. Pay it forward. That's what we care about. Fuck everything else.